So I have been revisiting my earlier works, and it was back in 2017 to 2020, I would say. 2015 to 2020, like 5 to 6 years. So I'm revisiting my earlier works, and I could see how I'm my voice is not that anymore. But that doesn't mean that I would discard whatever I did, because I now feel that whatever I was doing, it has a purpose. It's not that I now feel like I also created an audio memoir, if you are not aware, so it is available. And during that journey, that was the first time when I realized that what was I actually doing during those years when I was writing non-stop, writing books, writing blogs, writing quotes, image quotes, and whatnot. So much I have written, and most of it would say that is mostly motivational, inspirational, hopeful content. But now I realize that I was not creating that kind of content for others, maybe for only others. Foremost, I was creating that content for myself, because it was the phase of my life when I had to keep going by motivating myself by myself, because there was nobody else. And in times like these, when we lose every ounce of hope we have, I had just one word with me throughout all my writing. I had talked about this in my memoir also, and that particular word was hope. HOPE, hope. And the thing beneath is that I had none. But there was a period of time when I really had no hope. But I had this word with me, literally. And through my writing, I kept holding on to these four letters, this one word, which sailed me through. And so now, when I get back to this work and I am seeing how I now feel about it, and I'm just starting, I haven't even started. This is the first thing I'm recording before I start. I feel that that was the boat that sailed me through that hopeless sea, and whatever I am today or whatever I will be is the result of crossing through. So I would not say that. I know people say that motivational content, inspirational content, having false hope, how does it help? क्या ही हो जाएगा? झूठ सुन सुन के क्या हो जाएगा? सच तो कुछ और होता है. Reality of life is different. Of course, it's different. But when you have nothing and you have just words around you, and you just need something to hold on, even if those are just words, they are like oxygen cylinder for you. And I completely know people who are listening to me who has been through this or going through this can resonate what I'm saying. So I will not say that whatever I wrote during those years or created during those years was waste. No. First and foremost, according to me, no creation is ever wasted. And second, that was something that helped me through. And so I am giving it another look now after years, when I know I have moved on from that phase. And I want to see how and what I think about it now. So this is how I'm beginning this new deep dive in my own old work. Not to criticize it, because I'll never do it. Everything has a purpose, and that phase, that work has its own purpose, and it served it for me. And maybe for people who had the chance to read it or feel it or whatever. And perhaps by going into it, I'm again going to see it from a new perspective. And perhaps I will be sharing some of that in the future in my upcoming conversations. So I think that's what I wanted to say before I begin. I have my laptop opened and I'm going to now search into my archives. And I don't know how much time it would take, but I'm excited to go into it. Thank you.